Hey, beautiful Gemini, Starseed, Lightworker, Twin Flame, and Soulmates. I'm Lorraine, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's collective tarot love reading. Now, we're just going to dive straight in there, Gemini, and we're going to see what messages the cards have for you, for both you and your person's love journey thus far. The past, the now, and the potential outcome. I'm going to break it down into 4 parts. So from this pile here, we're going to see what messages the cards have for you as to how your person sees you at this point in time. Then I'm going to break it down into their emotions, their feelings, their thoughts, and what are they thinking, and also their actions, their next actions, and then lastly, I'll end it out with the potential outcome. But before I bust the move, I'd just like to say I offer counselling, mentorship, advice, programs, and tarot readings. If you're interested, details are in the description box below this video, as I'm not just a tarot reader. Alright, so let's go, let's do this. Messages for Gemini. Messages for Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Ooh, so you are coming in with the High Priestess and the Star card here in your reading. All right, let me have a look at that for you. So your person knows that you've gone through some major changes here, that you've ended out your own toxic patterns of behaving here, your own negative attachments, when you're coming in with the High Priestess, but more importantly the Star card. See, if this was a wish for your person, it's about the type of person that you are here in your reading. They know that you live from the inside out here. They know that you follow those intuitive nudges here, but this is also, when you're coming in with the High Priestess, it also talks about how you think, your patterns of thinking here in terms of knowledge and understanding. Out of all the choices that are in front of your person at this time, this is how they see you, the Star card. But what it also talks about there, Gemini, is that you're in front of people's faces. This is what it talks about here. And it's the work that you do. That's what I'm getting here in your reading. See, it's the inside that your person loves here. Oh, you're damn attractive. Don't get me wrong there, Gemini. And that is exactly how your person sees you. But they know more about you than you realize. You're coming in with love and kindness here. Let me make sure compassion and empathy here in your reading. Compassionate, empathetic, service to others here. It's not about putting people before yourself here, Gemini. It's about, like I said, it's the work that you do. Your person definitely sees it, and that's what they find attractive. What it also tells me here, Gemini, is that you're different. Now, your person has seen you go through some major changes here. See, with the High Priestess coming in, what it talks about there is Well, for yourself here, Gemini, I just want to touch on that too, is that you didn't listen to your intuitive nudges here. You may have tried to stay in control of what it was you were feeling and how you were thinking here. But with the High Priestess and the Star card, what it talks about there is that you've let that control go here. You've released the ego. You're no longer trapped in fear. The fear, see, in the past, the fear could have been about here for yourself is negative self-talk, low self-esteem, low confidence here. And so you've had to work on you to come in as the star, because now your person sees you. And most times, if not all, and there are other cards that are good indicators on how your person saw you. In the past, your person may have seen you as an option. Here. All right, so let's keep going here. So you trust yourself. You trust yourself and the universe. You trust yourself and the universe that this is the correct path. Here. To happiness, bliss, and love coming in with the Star card. And the Star card does talk about oneself here. But it's also being of service to others. I want to put that in there, okay? All right, so let's go. You may even own your own business here. Okay. Woo! Let's go. Okay, so you have the Seven of Cups. We're seeing what messages the cards had for you about your person's emotions and feelings at this time. You have the Three of Cups. You have you have the Seven of Swords. You have Temperance. And you have the Death card here in your reading. Oh, yeah. See what it talks about here. Yes, your person had options, but this is coming in as, I have to be blunt, your person was deluded that they could have you and other people. Here, this is what it talks about, even with the Seven of Swords coming in here. Yeah, of course it can talk about lie, cheat and steal, but this is how your person felt about themselves here in your reading. See, like I said, when you came in with the Star card here, Gemini, is that your person saw you as an option. And so what it talks about here in your reading is that your person was already established. They were already recognized. They had a social standing. Your person was popular. Your person had options around them, and they were able to choose these options. But what it also talks about here, Gemini, is that your person never really stuck it out with any of these options, because it was all about your person, how it made them feel to have all of these options in front of them and to be able to make the choice. And what it also tells me here, Gemini, is that your person did see you, but because of what they had already seen as their foundation, they didn't know how to end it out. That's what it's saying here. And so what Temperance is saying, because you do have Temperance here in your reading and the Death card here, it's talking about to your person, it's not so much these options here, it's the Seven of Swords that your person has to work on here in your reading. See, Temperance is saying be honest with yourself. That's what it's saying to your person. And what I mean by be honest with yourself, it's saying here, make the choice that you were wanting. Stop choosing others here, because it could be easier, it may be familiar. These other people may not judge your person. They may already know that your person is recognized here, the social clique. Here in your reading, they may be used to your person behaving a certain way. Here. That is what needs to end. Because this is coming in as toxic patterns of behaving. And you're, of course, like I said, it has to end. But what your person has to understand here and gain knowledge about, and even yourself here, Gemini, okay, is why are they in the Seven of Swords in the first place? See, it's saying here that your person has walked away from a past, but they actually haven't fully ended it out because they don't understand. They don't have knowledge and understanding about how their past here, past neglect, abandonment and rejection, has impacted greatly on their life. But Temperance is not saying here you've got to understand and you've got to gain knowledge. Temperance is saying that needs to end. So figure it out. That's what it's saying. So now you know what's up, figure it out. If you were wanting Gemini. Alright? So there is a huge gap between both you and your person. So you're coming in this way. You're coming in this way. You're already where you need to be. You're working towards it. You're working through it. The Star card here. And your person is still over here. They have to choose it. This is what it's saying. But they have to choose it for themselves. Okay. Alright, so let's see, what are they thinking? Okay, so you have the Four of Cups. Woo! And you're coming in with the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. And you're coming in with the Four of Wands. So let me just get that, okay? So 2024. Yeah. They have to find the start point. That's what it's talking about here. Your person has avoided and ignored triggers here. And they need to know when or where's the start point for these triggers. Why do they get triggered here in your reading? Because your person does want love. That's what it's talking about. And what I get with your cups on the board here is that your person has always wanted love. They have been seeking love here, true and real love, but they have been looking outside of themselves for love because they could never find it within themselves here. Or they didn't know that they could love themselves. And you never know. And so toxic patterns of behaving. See, the Three of Cups, this just doesn't have to be other people. It can also talk about work. It can talk about friends. It can talk about overindulging here. Yes, of course, your person liked it. I mean, they liked their friends. They liked that social clique, that social scene, being recognized here. Because it made your person feel good about themselves. And so every time they did it, it made them feel good. This is what this is also talking about here in your reading. But they have to understand what it is that you know, what they're doing, because you're coming in with mood and mind altering substances here. Yeah. So what was it like when your person didn't have that social click? If they didn't have their social click here, if they didn't have work here, or they didn't overindulge, what type of person would they be? That's what Temperance is talking about here. Almost definitely coming in with the start point here in your reading, because your person sees you as their counterpart. That's what they think about. Here, Gemini. So, yes. So what it also tells me here, Gemini, is that you have a full cup. Your cup is full. Look here. Look, this is the 10 of cups over here as well. You got the 10 and there's one cup there. All right, that cup is your cup. And like I said, your person saw you as an option here in your reading. So that they can take a leap of faith towards you. But that leap of faith here, Gemini, is actually to fill their own cup. So let's see, what are their next actions? So you have the King of Pentacles here. You have the Three of Wands. And you have the Hangman card. Alright, so what it talks about there in your reading is that your person is slow moving here. There is a fear element here, and this has to do with finances, because you have the King of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, and you are also coming in with the Hangman mode here. So there's some kind of financial tie that your person has here in your reading. And with this Hangman card, what it talks about there is that you're actually coming in with, for your person, is abandonment issues, to actually start out all over again, is something your person definitely doesn't want to do, because they've built their life here. They've built some kind of stability. That's what it's also talking about here in your reading. And they are being defensive at this time, but they are thinking in their mind here, how can I go towards Gemini? Like I said, your person sees you here, Gemini. And there is a big gap between you and this person. And what I mean by that big gap, for your person, it could be a finance factor here. It could be how you think, how you feel, the actions that you take. Your person fears taking certain action here. Alright, so let's see what the potential outcome is. So you have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords here. Yeah. See, what it talks about there in your reading is walking away from others that are in your person's ear, is what I'm getting, that are telling them what to do, because your person is looking for guidance outside of themselves here. But your person has to trust to exactly how you are, exactly what you're doing. But your person fears trusting themselves because they don't know the end point. They want to know the end point. They want to tick boxes here. That's what it's talking about here in your reading. So the potential outcome here, collective, is your person walking away from the past and fully ending that out here in your reading. But it also talks about here in your reading, does your person know what it is they're walking away from? Alright, I'm going to leave it there. Join me in the Facebook group. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later, Gemini. Bye.